To record a chase using the presets, press your fixture button and select the fixtures that you want to record the chase for. You will first have to record presets for the selected fixtures. Open the shutter and dimmer using the 8-channel faders or the 4 data wheels. I'll bank down. I'll then open the dimmer and shutter. I'll adjust my beam position by using the joystick. I can now visibly see what I'm doing. To record the chase, press record, then chase, so that both LEDs are flashing. Next, press the preset button. Its LED will come on solid. Use the up-down page buttons to scroll to the page that contains the presets for your selected fixtures. As I previously recorded color presets on the top row, I'm going to do a color chase. Selecting preset 3 activates my orange preset, which I can then enter into memory. I'll then select preset 4, which I can then enter it into memory. I'll select preset 7 and enter it into memory. I'll select one last preset. This last step is very important. Do not press enter. The next thing you want to do is press the preset button to deactivate the presets. You can then use the speed setting to adjust your color chase, the fade setting to adjust the crossfade in your color chase, and set your speed lock setting. Press the right arrow button to move your cursor past the speed lock setting to your chase name setting. You can then use the plus, yes, minus, no keys to change the characters or data wheel 1 and 2. Press the right arrow button to move your cursor over, in which case you can then use the wheels or the plus and minus buttons to adjust the characters. I've connected an external keyboard, so I'm going to use an external keyboard to name my chase. I'll name my chase the 4-color chase. I can then save my chase on any of the 48 buttons. However, if you have an LED lit on a button, this indicates that there is already a chase stored there. So unless you want to record over it, select one that does not have a lit LED. You can also use the up and down buttons to scroll between chase pages. I'll select the next available chase button. Our chase will then have been stored. To exit, press the record button. To play back a chase or group of chases, press the chase button. You can then play back up to 8 chases at one time. As we recorded chase number 1, which is our square chase, it will begin to run immediately at its preset speed of 110 BPMs and a 60% fade. We can adjust these settings at any time using the data wheels below the display. We can select another chase which incorporates different channels. As you can see here, now our color chase and our square chase are running together. At this point in time, we can use data wheel 3 to adjust the speed for the color chase. And data wheel 4 to adjust the fade time between chase steps. You can use data wheel 1 or 2 to bounce back between all selected chases. Currently I have 2 chases running, so using data wheel 1 got me back to square chase, and I can go up to my 4-color chase. This allows you to reuse the same chase in different scenes at different speeds. Remember, you can run up to 8 chases simultaneously. If a new chase is selected that completely overrides one that is running, the overridden chase will automatically be turned off. To play back factory chases, you'll first have to select the fixture button and select the fixtures that you wish to have affected by the factory chases. Factory chases only move pan and tilt channels. No other channels are included. So we will open our dimmer and shutter. Mine are on channels 15 and 16. You'll have to refer to your DMX chart to see where your shutter and dimmers are. Next, press the chase button. If you're not already on the FC page, which stands for factory chase, you can use the up and down arrow buttons to scroll there. Once you're there, you can use the 48 number switches to select factory chases. Most of these chases are circles and figure eights. Using data wheel 3 and 4, you can adjust the speed and fade at which these factory chases run at any time. However, you cannot permanently edit any of the factory chases. You can select the preset button and incorporate a color preset along with the gobo preset to create a chase that you desire. You can then store this chase as a scene. To do this, press the record button followed by the scene button, so both LEDs are flashing. Your display will then ask you for a scene name and a fade time. You can use the right and left buttons to move your cursor over, then use the data wheel or the plus and minus keys to change the characters. I have an external keyboard connected to the rear of the Show Designer 2, so I will name it this way. I can then use data wheel 3 to add a fade time for this scene. If you wish to incorporate no crossfade, leave it at 0. Then use the up and down page buttons to select your desired scene page. There are currently no scenes recorded as indicated by the LEDs not being lit. We'll store our scene at button number 1. The scene has been recorded as indicated with the lit LED. We can then press and hold the blackout button for 2 seconds to clear the edit buffer. This allows us now to recall that scene as we desire. Then press the black button or the same scene number to disengage the scene. To play back a chase using the beat button, press the chase button, then select the chase that you wish to play back. By tapping the beat button at the tempo which you want the chase to run, will trigger your chase steps to run at the tempo at which you tap the beat button. An LED on the beat button indicates the chase tempo. To deactivate the beat button, press and hold it for 2 seconds, then release. The chase will then begin to run at its default chase speeds.